Have you ever stood up, walked toward the door, and suddenly your baby started crying? Maybe they reached for you. Maybe they crawled after you. Maybe they simply stared at the doorway where you disappeared. And if you're like most parents, you've probably wondered, what is my baby thinking when I leave the room? Do they think you've abandoned them? Do they understand you'll come back? Or is something much deeper happening inside their growing mind? The truth is far more fascinating than most parents realize, because when you leave the room, your baby isn't just reacting to your absence. They're learning one of the most important lessons of early childhood. To understand why, we need to see the world through your baby's eyes. As adults, we know that when someone leaves a room, they'll probably come back. We understand that people continue to exist even when we can't see them. But your baby is still learning that. And for much of infancy, you are one of the most important parts of their entire world. You provide comfort, safety, warmth, protection. When something feels wrong, they look for you. When something feels scary, they look for you. When something feels overwhelming, they look for you. So when you suddenly disappear, their brain immediately starts trying to understand what happened. And that's where things get really interesting. Psychologists call it object permanence. It's the understanding that people and things continue to exist even when they're out of sight. Adults take this for granted. Babies have to learn it. Which means when you leave the room, your baby may not fully understand that you're simply in the kitchen, doing laundry or answering the door. From their perspective, you were here, and now you're not. This is one reason babies love games like peekaboo. Every time you disappear and reappear, you're teaching an important lesson. People can go away and come back. But that's only part of the story. As babies grow, they begin doing something remarkable. They start looking for you, watching the doorway, listening for your voice, turning toward familiar sounds. Why? Because their brain is beginning to understand that you still exist somewhere, even when they can't see you. And every time they find you again, that understanding grows stronger. But here's something many parents never realize. When your baby cries after you leave, it doesn't necessarily mean something is wrong. In many cases, it's actually a sign that attachment is working exactly as it's supposed to. Your baby isn't trying to manipulate you. They're not being difficult. They're responding the way a healthy developing baby is designed to respond. Their brain is asking, where is my safe person? And perhaps the most important moment isn't when you leave, it's when you come back, because every reunion teaches your baby something powerful. When you return, when you smile, when you pick them up, when you speak gently, your baby's brain receives a message that says, people leave, but they come back. You are safe. You are loved. Over time, these experiences build trust, not just trust in you, trust in the world itself. And that's the lesson your baby is really learning every time you leave and return. They're learning that separation isn't forever. They're learning that relationships can survive distance. They're learning that trusted people come back, and perhaps most importantly, they're learning that they can depend on you. So the next time your baby watches you walk out of the room or cries when you disappear from view, remember, they aren't simply being difficult. They aren't trying to make your life harder. They're learning, they're growing, they're building their understanding of trust, security, and love. And every time you return, you're helping teach one of the most powerful lessons of childhood. The people who love you come back. Because to your baby, you're more than a parent. You're their source of comfort, their source of safety, and one of the first people helping them understand how the world works. If you enjoyed learning about the hidden psychology behind baby behavior, subscribe for more science-backed insights into infant development. And tell us in the comments, how does your baby react when you leave the room?